Good morning to everyone. Today we are discuss a topic liquidation of companies. So what do you mean by liquidation of company? Liquidation occurs when a company is insolvent. Insolvent means when the company has more liability than its asset and unable to pay its overdue. So the operation of the company are closed and division of the asset between shareholders and creditor take place as per the priority of their claim, which is to be discussed in a pro forma. So here we have three type of the liquidation process. Number one is a creditor voluntary liquidation. Number two is a member voluntary liquidation, and number three is a compulsory liquidation. Now, when the creditors are the external users, file a suit in the court to liquidate the company for the recovery of their amounts. So this is a case of creditors voluntary liquidation. And second one is the member voluntary liquidation, when the members of the companies, most probably we have two type of the members, preference shareholders and equity shareholders. But sometimes preference shareholder go to the court for the recovery of their amount, and at that time the company is to be liquidated is known as a member voluntary liquidation. And third type is a compulsory liquidation, when the company didn't follow all the provisions of the Companies Act 2013 and the failure at any part to fulfill the basic requirement of the company, then the company is to be liquidated in the third mode, that is compulsory liquidation mode. Now, when the company is to be liquidated, so which type of the pro forma we have to prepare in our accounting process? So in a liquidation, we have to prepare a liquidator statement of account. As you seen, we have two sides. Number one side is known as a receipt side and another one is known as a payment side. So this is a set pro forma which is given by the Company Act 2013. First of all, the liquidator, यहाँ पे हम we have used the word a liquidator. So liquidator is a person who is appointed by the court to realize all the assets and make the payment to the outsider. So first we have to realize the asset. On the receipt side, we have assets. First of all, bank balance. So bank is not to be realized. The value of the bank balance is to be simple right here. Then trade receivable, in our pro forma we have estimated value of bills receivable or trade receivable is 1,10,000, but it's to be realized at 80,000. Inventory having a value 55,000, but it is to be realized at 60,000. Plant and machinery having a value of 2,50,000, but it's to be realized at 2 lakh. Furniture having value 40,000 and it is to be realized at 30,000. Now surplus from securities. Here surplus from security means the company have some secured creditors. After making the payment to the secured creditor, there is some surplus amount which is to be written here. That is 70,000. And on the payment side, we have a sequence to be followed. First of all, the payment is to be made to the liquidator. First, I explain the word liquidator. Liquidator is a person who is appointed by the court to make the payment toward the outsiders. So liquidator remuneration is based upon the asset realized. Two type of the remuneration he received on asset realized and making a payment to the outsider. We have calculated in this. And number second is the expense of liquidation. Second sequence is the expense of liquidation. Then we make a payment to the debenture holders having a floating charge along with their interest. If there is an interest due on debenture holder, you have to pay along with the debenture payment. Then creditor payment. So we have two type of creditor. One is the preferential creditors and another one is the unsecured creditors. So first priority is given to the preferential creditors. Preferential creditors are those creditors which have a priority, like taxes, excise duties. So these are known as a preferential creditor. First make a payment to preferential and then we have to make a payment to the unsecured creditors. Then next preference is given to the preference shareholder. Now we have two type of the shareholder. One is a preference shareholder, another is a equity holder. But while making a payment, first we have make a payment to the preference shareholder along with their arrears of preference dividend, and at last we make a payment to the equity shareholder. If we have more than one and two type of the equity shareholder, we have to make a working note to make a payment to the equity shareholder. So this is the process how to make a liquidator final statement of account while the company is to be liquidated. Thank you.